Welcome to the Rock Comedy Season 1 reunion. We got some of our comedians from the first season of the Rock Comedy Show, filmed right here in Pittsburgh. We're gonna talk to them, talk about their experience, let them tell us some more of their funny stories. First and foremost, I'm Walter DeShields. I'm your host for the evening, your moderator. I'm just gonna guide the conversation, and you can hear from some of these wonderful, funny folks. All right, so let me tell you who we got in the room, so you know who you're gonna get jokes from. All right, so we got, of course, funny, episode 2, I believe, right? Yes. Just Janelle.
Hey, what's up? Say Just Janelle.
Just Janelle.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna say it better than
We're
that.
gonna say it better than
Say
that.
Just Janelle.
Just Janelle.
Say Just Janelle.
Just Janelle. You would have never guessed we was in here for 3 hours waiting to start this shit.
I'm trying to get y'all some energy out.
We got you. So more energy. Right next to me, to my left, your right, we got Miss Lillian Cannon, Lil.
Hello, everyone.
I'm going to take my mask off. We've been with each other for 14 hours.
Yeah. If we ain't got COVID yet, we about to get it. It's finna come. All right.
Quarantined for the last 4 hours.
In our effort of representation of peoples from everywhere, we have our white girl, Miss Kaylee Horton. Give it up for Miss Kaylee.
That's the hot spot, baby. That's right.
Right behind me, to my right, your left, we got the man who brought all the energy, just came on the stage literally kicking, Mr. Al Boogie.
Boogie.
Directly to my right, the man who shepherded it all, the youngest one in the group, if I'm not mistaken, but took on this heavy task, your host, every episode and headliner in episode 4, Mr. Izzy For Real. And our headliner from episode 1 came in, shut it down immediately, let us know what this season was going to be all about. One Eye.
Yeah, boy.
So, while this isn't love in hip hop or love in basketball or love in Atlanta or love in Wilkinsburg, we somewhere. When I'm driving in Pittsburgh at night, I just try to stay focused right ahead. You know what I mean?
And Wilkinsburg is everywhere.
That's what I hear. My son's in Wilkinsburg.
I ain't seen him in like 4 years, but he does.
He around there, you know what I'm saying? His mama looking for me, but it's all good. Let's talk about what happened on that stage and the energy y'all brought and what made you happy, what maybe didn't make you happy. There ain't gonna be no fighting or confrontation. Even though I seen some people looking at some other people sideways. So come back in just a minute.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Welcome back to the Rock Comedy Show Season 1 reunion. We in here just telling stories, having some fun, checking in about what happened on Season 1 with some of the performers from the Season 1 show. So let's keep getting into it. I want to talk to the host real fast again.
Who, me?
Let me ask you this, Izzy. Who was the headliner in episode 4 that you had to come on for? You know who that was?
No clue.
No clue.
I don't remember.
Trying to get a name out of them. They just didn't show up.
Who the fuck was it?
Montana.
It was Tone. It was Sean. Y'all ain't saying different names. Quit doing that to me.
Tony Montana.
Okay, whatever Mr. Brock says.
It was the dude from the movie?
No, it's one of my guys. He's a funny guy. He had some family issues though. He couldn't come. So I had to.
So how you prepare to do 12 minutes without no preparation, nobody telling you anything?
I just do it like
Old
Nike,
jokes, new
baby.
jokes, right off top?
No, I just say whatever the fuck I want to say, and then hopefully it's funny. If it's not, oh well. I'll get you next time. But but if it's funny, yeah, go, nigga,
You feel like it worked?
Yeah, man, I take enough drugs to the point I have no anxiety, nigga. What you talking about? I'm alternative black, I'm Rick James, reincarnated.
I mean, you got into a lot of material about your grandparents and shit. I thought your grandfather was gonna fuck you up.
Oh
man,
man,
you talking about?
They don't watch it. They've been asking for the link for the last 4 weeks, and I have refused to give out that link. I showed my pop though. I showed my pop. My pop, he laughed at it. He gave me a pound. He was like, "Yeah, but we're not showing them." And I was like, "I know, no, we're not doing it."
That's how you find gold, man. That was good stuff.
Yeah, it's real. My grandma's tall as shit. My granddad, he's a midget almost. Like he's like a couple, inches away from being like a legal one. Mm-hmm. So and it's
Legal?
just weird.
Legal one.
Oh shit, right. They got designation.
Like you can get disability for being that little. Did you know that? You
I
get
didn't know
disability.
that.
Yeah, if you're that little, you can get disability.
He can't get a check.
No, he can't. He too big. He too
still
big
got
but too
work.
little.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Is he fat?
Huh? No. He's a fit little big dude.
He probably got that. How long they been together?
Oh, they forever.
He got that thing.
Yeah.
I just think about that Kevin Hart line. You talking about how he's little and big at the same.
That's the same time.
But it's weird to think about your grandparents having sex though, But it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't think it was aerodynamically designed for them to be the
He
ones.
was up in your grandma.
Yeah, he was.
Whole body.
That again. Watch this one. Ruin it for
Y'all
our
ruined it.
grandparents.
I was gonna start this.
Let's
week.
make it equal and everybody talk about their grandparents. All
No,
right?
that's cool. I talk about everyone, every last one of my family members are gonna get it. Just because my family, we're different people. Even one of my cousins, he's a comedian that was on the show too, Sean Parker.
Okay,
Yeah, that's my family member because we just don't understand. Like if you was in my family, you would understand why it's like this.
Is that why he not here tonight? Because y'all got into a fight?
No. We
got-
cool. We don't
Okay.
get in a fight. We just argue a little bit, do drugs, and then we be all right again.
There you go. That's the answer. Drugs, kids.
Always.
Right there.
It's always the answer.
My son's in the back. I can't.
He lying to you, son. It's the answer. I don't know whatever you're aspiring to do in your lifetime, drugs is the only way you're gonna
It's the
obtain
only
it.
way to go.
There you go, prescription.
Yep.
Let me ask this. I want to talk to the female comics.
I want to talk to you, son. You go to school,
It was-
do drugs.
Yes, thank you for taking that. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.
Trying to ruin my son.
What did you say about the female?
I want to talk to the female comics. I want to, y'all was funny as hell, right? And so a lot of your material is about your personal life and your dating life and all of that. Do y'all ever feel uncomfortable talking about sex and some of your dating experiences?
Mic right there. What, y'all switching, swapping mics? Okay.
I want to hear from as many people that wants to speak about this. Whoever wants to go first.
I talk about very uncomfortable things. That's, just Janelle. I am a 2-time cancer survivor, and although there's nothing, thank you, there's nothing funny about cancer, I got a crazy breast cancer set, and it's hilarious. My house burned down on my birthday, boo, but I laugh about it.
Yeah.
What did you hide?
I have to. Huh?
What did you hide at the time?
What? When my house burned
Yeah,
down?
what happened?
That ain't none of your business. But
You got some young man in your house and he done burned that shit down. Is that what happened now?
You gotta wait for my set. But yeah, I like talking about uncomfortable things and laugh about them because it makes everybody else like not take themselves so serious. I mean, I talk about going to the gynecologist. Mm-hmm. You know, no females really talk about. I don't know what they do to guys. Do they grab your balls? I don't know. You know, make you cough. I don't know. But it's uncomfortable to talk about. But those are exactly the things that you should be talking about. Because everybody can relate to it.
Yeah. You got a man gynecologist or a woman gynecologist?
Both. I see a couple of them.
Oh, really?
That's one of my favorite doctors to go to. He got some tools my husband ain't got. Don't knock it till you try it, honey. Where the camera at?
Get it.
Listen, Doc. See you next week. Yes, I'll be there.
Right. we done figured something else out.
That's right. You can pick a black man, a white woman, hey, African. Hey, there's all types. It's a rainbow of gynecology.
Provocative, vulnerable time. Like, it could be exciting. You come in, you like, oh.
Yes.
Gotta put your legs up. You okay.
Yes. And you got to put a feather boa on, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they tell you put your feet in the stirrups and scooch down, you gotta tell them you about to enter Disney World. You know what I mean?
Lily, no?
I'm excited. I don't have them type of experience at the gynecologist. I stand 5'8", 248. Them stirrups is uncomfortable. Y'all can sit up here and talk about all the glamour. He got tools. I don't like that plastic cold wedgie. Click, 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 click. I don't have time for all of that.
You ain't got nothing else to do. You in the pandemic.
If he
and
down
it's legal. It's
if
legal.
he's down between my legs and they're up in stirrups and all of this is a loose, he can't see me. There's no eye-to-eye contact. I can't bend up nothing. This don't fall. This girl. He got to. Baby, he got to push up. He got to. Ain't nobody seen it. They can stop all that. I don't look forward to the gynecologist. My gynecologist is married. I don't want nobody's husband down.
I'm
no.
married too.
So I don't have time for that. Well, I'm not.
To me, my husband allows me to go to the gynecologist. That's legal. I'm allowed to go there.
Yeah, you should
Yeah,
be able
he
to.
allowed to.
Well, first of all, he
don't know that I go twice a week.
You're right. He don't know she got a whole.
That's right. Ain't none of his
She
business
got a whole
either, Sam.
plethora of doctors. Well, one of the things
Thank
with
you.
me is uncomfortable is people try to put
I
me
thought
in a
this was
box.
No judgment zone.
So they try to put me in a box because I'm a clean comic. So they try to say, oh, that's the Christian comic. No, I'm a comic who happens to be a Christian because I talk about very real topics. And so, yes, I do the same comedy I do at the Improv is the same comedy I'll do at the church. It's all real. It's all. I can't tell a joke if it doesn't relate to me because I don't know how to make somebody else's life funny. Right. I only know how to make my life funny. I can only tell a joke from my perspective. So, you know, when they were like, Lil, I can't believe you told that sex joke at the church. Okay, well, all them church ladies all got kids.
This thing too.
Yes. And Miss,
Okay, ain't nobody replace Mother Mary. All of them that got kids, so it's all the same, you know. But all that, I had to bust up that happy time at the gynecologist. I'm not happy. Because they never got plus size robes. I always got to put on two.
That's real.
I don't have time for this.
You mean the back?
It don't close. I need a 3X robe. I don't understand why hospitals can't order 3Xs.
Discrimination.
I got, yeah.
In the gynecologist office.
They charging me for, that's what I'm saying. Give me a sheet. Give me 2 sheets. Give me a queen size sheet, please.
Yeah, they got them.
No, they don't. I don't get them.
They got queen size.
No, it's not. Them is crib. Them sheets is crib size.
That's crazy.
Crib
They'll
size?
bill you for it though.
Exactly. I just got a bill. It say hospital services $552. I said, well, what was that for?
Damn.
Cotton balls, Q-tips, and a stirrup.
For
What is that
$5.52,
for?
they should look you in the eyes.
I'm like, for $5.52, I need a receipt. I need a memory. I need a film card. $5.52.
At least he could have figured.
Something.
Right.
Girl.
He should have played with every hole I got. I'm getting my money.
Well, no, I got one hole. Stay out.
I want to. During your set, you mentioned that there was only one hole, right? And I don't want to get too personal.
You ain't gotta get personal. It's real.
But I was thinking about all three of the holes.
If you're trying to go in my butthole,
no, it was not
you
that
not
one
for me.
that I'm concerned about.
What other hole you talking about? You talking about my mouth?
Yeah, I was for you, not for me. Curious.
I think
Oh,
that
wait
sounds
there.
personal.
No, it's not, cause it was in the joke, right? Y'all saw it.
I didn't say nothing about a third hole. You read into
said-
that joke. I
did
said
I?
what you read into.
You
that
said
joke.
there's only one hole that we could go into.
Yeah, that's what I said. You
trying
could
to
go
go in
into.
my hole?
I was curious about what she
I
thought
never
about
said-
the
I
other
never
hole.
said- So here's the question. He trying to be polite.
No,
Sam, here's the question. Do you give head?
Now I wouldn't ask
Because really, you are being ginger.
Yeah.
because I would ask a Christian woman, a Christian woman.
Can I?
Hey, come on.
Do
now.
you?
Come on now.
I was just trying to figure what hole
Okay.
was the one hole
I
that
don't
you're
have a
dealing with.
I don't have a problem answering that question.
Yeah,
But why do you want to ask me that question?
I'm a men's advocate,
Oh, you're a men's advocate.
and I think it's important
Just made that up.
for us. We do, Kaylee, we
made
do.
that up.
It's for us to know which holes we can jump into. And I felt like there was incomplete information in the set.
Izzy.
Now I know which hole I can't go into,
Yo, young ass down with that.
but if it land on your face, are you gonna smack it away? I'm just curious about that. Right.
He said if it landed on your face, the technical term for that is called teabag.
Look at her.
Now, unless you are King Dingaling or you was Mandingo, you can pull it out.
What you gonna do?
Just
What you gonna do?
Yes, sir. Stop.
I know my rights.
Get either half.
Let me answer his question.
Yes, yeah.
Because
We
he's a
all
moderator and he got a
We
question.
all ears.
And I am 100% all the way 52-year-old woman. I'm going to satisfy my man.
Hey!
Well, that's all we wanted to know.
Say less.
No, it ain't. Can I
Say
have your
less,
number?
Lillian. Say less.
What did you say?
Can I have your number?
Boy, get that mic to somebody else.
Y'all don't remember that?
Thank you for sharing. We appreciated that. We feel like we got we got mic problems?
No, we good. Keep
Okay. When white people come into the screen, we
Yeah,
just
they
we did something wrong.
They gonna do this all night. But look, if there was a white person right now that was like, you black people when they come past,
You know?
y'all would
we
be so mad.
No, because that's not right. Because what we did is we came from segregation in the show to integration. We brought Kaylee up front.
Yes, we
Now-
did. Give it up for Kaylee.
Yeah.
We got her in the front.
Kaylee's up front.
The only reason she got to move up because she got her black card.
That's
She
what
didn't get that, she would still be back there.
she
She's
earned it.
KK now. That's right.
Yeah, you got your
Say the N-word right now. Say the
You're
N-word.
not Kaylee anymore. You're K.
Under the bus.
KK.
Fuck that.
Now KK.
Hey, Kaylee. Hey, Kaylee.
No, you don't call her
you.
Katie,
Yes.
no, she's KK.
I have a new
Hey,
identity.
KK.
Under Christ
Hey,
the
KK,
Lord.
Test that black card out. Bet you won't say
So
it.
No,
I thought,
no, motherfucker. You trying to get me canceled?
Yeah, don't. No.
He got tight. He got tight real quick.
We about to go. You see me? I stood up.
That black card works.
Don't say that N-word, girl. Now we've been turned real. It'd be the
Should've
black
bought a
KKK
chain.
in this motherfucker. But your set was incredibly risky. It was really brave.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. But we talked to Lil a little bit about, dicks around her face. But you talked about
Yeah.
6-year-old penises.
Yeah. I love them.
Yeah, that's
I don't understand what's controversial about this stance. I'm telling you right
I
now.
had to move.
I don't want to be associated
Cause jokes like that, and I think all comedians agree, it's like
take her black card.
one.
Gave you the goddamn
Hurry up! Say the word. Say the word.
She's back to Kaylee. She's back to Kaylee.
You know how when you watch a daredevil person do that one daredevil thing, and you like, damn, how they practice that shit? Like, where that the first time you develop a joke like that, what goes through your mind?
Well, I lie. Like it's like people ask me like, oh, did you really do that? I'm like, how fucking insane would I have to be to get on a stage and brag about it? Like that is fucking insanity. So people like me are people you don't have to watch out for because nobody's bragging about it if it's under the, you know what I mean?
It's brave still to get in front of folks and joke like that.
It is, but when you're practicing in like dive bars for like 3 drunk people, it's really not that brave.
Yeah.
It's like you're just trying to make anybody look at you. And if you talk about baby penises, they do.
Absolutely.
Some heads turn.
Huh? The one that sat here and listened to the whole 15-minute rant about sucking little kids, or the one that was talking about it. Let's think about it, huh?
It was my job to listen to all of this shit. I was looking down baking cookies and shit. And next thing I know,
Why can't you make cookies to my comedy?
I mean, I was making cookies to your comedy. Then
Oh,
I
good.
stopped
Good.
because I felt like I was exactly. I mean, what the fuck is happening and shit?
He didn't want to bring it out.
No, but I think it's important for a comedian to be inventive and risky and turn heads and all that shit. So I thought it was funny and shit, but I was like, damn, I was wondering what she was thinking standing in front of all these people, you know?
Yeah, honestly, it's just shock value. Like, if it catches your attention, I'm into it. And then if I can...
How far are you willing to go?
As far...
Anybody can answer
She
this.
went far enough. I think talk about
I don't want to hurt feelings. So, like,
Right.
if I hurt feelings, I'll tone it back. But if you're just mad because it's something you don't like, I don't give a fuck. You know
Right.
what I mean? Anger's fine. Sadness makes me sad. I don't want that. I'm about love. I'm trying to bring positivity.
I'd have been a happy ass 6-year-old.
Let me hear one eye. What you got?
understand me? I'd have been at my 6-year-old, all my 6-year-old friends sleepover. Look, I'd have been like, did you get your dick sucked? No, you didn't. Did you get your dick sucked? No, you didn't. Guess how old I am? I'm fucking 6. Get my dick sucked. Everybody get my dick sucked.
His whole high's coming down. He's just gonna get worse.
No, exactly.
Let's get some weed in here.
Suck my 6-year-old
One eye, what
dick.
you got?
I'll be okay.
So, hurting feelings, I don't know. Like, when I'm doing the show, and I say something that hurts your feelings, that's on you.
Right.
You came to see me.
Right.
And I didn't effing know you. I don't know you. So if I say something you can relate to, I'm good.
And
But
plus,
it's nothing personal.
His name used to be the Monster. Wasn't that a monster?
My name was never that. That's something somebody called me. You just making up names now. I'm glad you said that. Nobody never called me that. That's real mean,
She might have been
man.
trying to give you some props or something.
Yes, she did. That was my stripper name.
Sometimes that's a compliment, McKee Sport.
That's right. That's right. I knew it. The Monster. That's right. That's right. Exactly. Now you're gonna try to deny it. You're in full denial.
The $43 man.
He got his dick sucked at 6 years old, too. That's it.
I did not, Izzy. That's your fantasy.
I told everybody at the
You know.
What you talking about?
Let me hear, cause you came from Ohio, from Cleveland, and you was talking real big shit about McKeesport, man.
Keysport, what's left of Keysport? Ain't shit there. No, it's called I Am Legend Meets Walking Dead.
That's what he said.
Man, I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Was anybody from Keysport in the audience? No. Did they meet you outside?
I have several.
Maybe as
friends.
a zombie, maybe, or a crackhead.
Wait, I have several
He's from
friends.
Cleveland. I give him a pass. Cause it's true. It's true. I know it's true. And it's funny.
Man, that shit crazy,
I
man.
got some ghettos too.
No, it ain't the hills. But y'all got hills like roller coasters, then got it's like street lights 5 miles down that way. Like y'all, if you don't know where the hell you going, you're screwed. When I first got here, my GPS said recalculating. Negro wheels lost, pull your black ass over, literally. Man, if y'all don't have no lights, y'all don't even know when you on the parkway, you don't. No. On the parkway,
He's risking it all.
on the parkway, y'all got extras will pop up just like that with no lights.
Wait a minute, hold up.
On the parkway?
I've been to Cleveland. So y'all got at least 4 to
6 lanes.
Yes.
You couldn't deal with 2 lanes.
Not when y'all want to make right-hand turns in the left-hand lane. No, because y'all drive crazy. Exactly. That's why you threw your hands up. You know y'all drive crazy like hell around here. Y'all run through red lights.
As long as they signal, did you see the signal?
No, they didn't signal. And last time I checked, you don't use your arm as a signal when you're in goddamn car in this 2021. See, you can't even, you don't even know that. You must have needed to smoke weed too.
Cleveland that ain't got a wreck, dent, scratch, or tear the lights, so he don't know nothing about signaling because half the cars ain't got no turn signals. So he don't know
that's not
nothing
necessarily
about
true. No, that's not necessarily true.
Who?
In Cleveland, we ain't got no turn signals and no lights in cars.
There's a whole lot of cars running through Ohio, toe up.
And they probably, because they came through here. They probably came from here and went through Cleveland. Yeah, that's probably what they said. No, but all kidding aside, though. All kidding aside. You know, it was different here. And like I said before, there's a lot of comics that was garbage to me when I first got here. I mean, literally. Yeah, we going back to that. Yeah, I don't bite my tongue for nobody.
Live on this.
Okay, see. If I put out names, then I'll be a hater myself to put these names out here, but we ain't gonna do that.
When you first got here, what spots was you doing comedy at?
When I first got here, I did the Improv and I got a standing ovation at the waterfront. And then when I got back here and finally lived here, I was trying to understand the area because I didn't know where shit was at here. I was like, y'all, it's just a whole different atmosphere in any other state I've been. Like I said, I was traveling. So I've been to a whole bunch of different states. So I had to get used to the atmosphere and the mapping of where I was going. And my girl down with now, my girl, my kids, all that, I love them. She was trying to tip me off on spots to check out. And when I was going to these open mics just to get a feel what the comedy atmosphere was, different comics and all that, it was garbage for the simple fact you had a lot of comics that were boasting that they were funny in their audience of their peers, but really never did a real comedy show. There's a difference when you do a comedy show in a bar versus a real comedy club. There's a whole different atmosphere. You ain't competing with TVs, monitors, people talking. No, these people really came to pay money to see your ass tell some jokes. And a lot of people think they're funny because they did, my audience loved me at this bar, but then you go do the Improv, you bomb. And when we did the show with Ross Moore, I want to say appreciate him for giving me that platform to get myself out there to the masses. Because like I said, I'm from Cleveland. I've been doing this for a long time. I take my art seriously. But we got a lot of comics out here that'll swindle, do janky promotion jobs, not pay you what you're worth. Oh, and before,
hold that thought. We're going to take our final break. We come back, what we're going to talk about is janky promoters, and then we're going to end on a very good note and talk about how all y'all connected and how y'all make the Pittsburgh comedy scene go. So come back in just a minute, and we'll finish up the show. All right.
My name is Demetrius L. Baldwin. I grew up in these streets. I laughed in them, I cried in them, I bled in them. I watched friends, family, and teammates end up having their lives forever altered because of a choice they made when they were kids. Yet, this county is one of the most progressive when it comes to criminal justice reform, but in our communities, due to the predatory nature of those responsible to serve, the tree often is destroyed before it can bear fruit. And that is why I'm announcing my candidacy for the Magisterial District Judge, District 05247. I recognize the disparities and inequities that plague our communities. I've worked closely with those battling with mental health and addiction, and I understand the innovation needed to deal with discriminatory practices like bail and probation. And I'm prepared to engage the community to rethink justice and together find solutions that work for us.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community, fundraiser, and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mary. I've been a member at Fit for Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit for Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit for Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Welcome back. This is our final segment of the Rock Comedy Show Season 1 reunion. And we got a special guest joining us up here on the stage, the producer, the man who put it all together, Mr. Rock. Let's give him a round of applause.
Yeah, Mr. Rock.
Couldn't have did it without him. He paid for all the cameras, and he got all our kids working for free. And, you know, what can you say about a man like this? He's my best friend. So I guess I'd do anything for him. So real fast, before we get back to the comedians, tell us about what made you think of this idea, how'd you come up on it, how'd you put all this together? This ain't church, nigga.
Nah, it ain't. So don't make me bless you. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. We bless folks with these hands all day. But the reason why I thought of this is because, you know, I realized with Roxmo we have a new funeral department with Grief from Home Services. Mm-hmm. And as we're broadcasting funerals, I began to realize how many funerals I was doing because of people who took themselves out. Mm-hmm. Like COVID got to them. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, that's a problem. And then I had a close suicidal death close to my household. You know, my wife's brother, you know, committed suicide. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, this is starting to get to people. And I said, okay, the remedy for depression is laughter. Yeah. Now, there's a lot of different other remedies for it, but the one that I'll stick with is laughter. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said weed in case you didn't hear it.
Because, you know, Izzy, you know, he got a 401k and marijuana and whatnot. So, but being real close friends with One Eye has been like one of my day one individuals as well. I've known One Eye for, we're going on 15 years now, give or take. So I said, so when I talked to One Eye about it, because One Eye's been on my heels for some time now, like, yo, I'm doing some comedy shows. I need you to come and help me give me some publicity, record my shows and what have you, make another DVD for me, because we made a DVD for him in the past. It was dope. He did a show at the library, and I said, you know what? How about we try to do something like a Def Comedy Jam thing and try to bring that kind of feeling back? And right now, the timing, business-wise, it was an investment and a risk, but it happened to be a good timing investment because there's nobody else actually doing comedy right now on the TV circuit. Now, don't get me wrong. There may be little local clubs and whatever the case may be doing their thing. That's cool, but no one's doing it on TV. So when I watched the market, I seen Kevin Hart try to come back. You know what I mean? And he did a set in his own house. But you can tell it was more therapeutic for him because, the reviews on it were mixed. They were all over the place. Some thought it was all right, but none of them said it was, like, great. Because you can tell he was just, like, trying to knock the rust off. You know what I mean? He was trying to shake it off. And then Martin Lawrence did the same thing, but he did it in front of an audience. You know what I mean? And you can tell he was just, like, trying to get his feet wet because for some comics, this is therapy for them. They get out there and they get to tell their story. They get to, make people laugh and bring joy to people's lives. So for me, I was like, okay, how about we try that? Because I know for me and my wife, we love to go to comedy shows. And I said, you know what?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I'm gonna let that one go. I'm gonna let that one go.
So you got this community. Because comedians are a tight knit group of folk. You know what I'm saying, especially amongst themselves. And you kind of a stranger. You know what I mean?
Right.
So how'd you earn their trust?
Well, once I spoke to One Eye, I know One Eye is a well respected name in a comedy community. I got that wrong? In my eyes, I believe he is someone who is well respected in that community, and I know he's been doing this for many years. So if you know him and you're associated with him, that means you're on the right track as well.
So you're using him. Okay, no, that's cool. All right, so what we're gonna do is.
But One Eye then recommended Izzy to me because One Eye was tied up in some things at the time, and Izzy came forward. We had a meeting with Izzy down at the office, and it went off really well.
Was he high at the meeting?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure he was consistent.
He was. There was one show I almost forced him to be sober.
Yeah.
And
how'd you force him?
He snuck outside and still got it in because he was running late, but he didn't get a chance to get his.
Was it the show where he said you ain't had no neck?
I don't know.
I
have no idea.
I was curious.
I have no idea.
If that was when he was angry with you and was rebelling.
It could have been. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
See, it was a real good sneak
Your
diss.
boss got to make it to the cars tonight, you know what I'm saying? And we in the hood, and it's dark outside, too. So it's all good. You know what I mean? I ain't worried about it.
It was just 16 hours.
Yeah, 2 services.
Well, listen, man. Thank you for putting this all together.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. And, let's do season 2. And, let's get some chicken in here next time. You know what I'm saying? It looked warm through them cameras, nigga, but we in here dying.
He's not. Y'all see how they.
Oh, you.
I'm not saying nothing bad about me.
He got a hat on.
I said nothing bad.
He just knew to come with a hat, but you didn't tell us the rest of it gonna be cold.
He is not cold.
I'm trying to change the taste of my saliva right now. That's how hungry I am.
I ain't saying nothing bad.
So before we turn this into Love and Hip Hop and somebody get punched in the face,
I'm too hungry.
we don't want nobody to get hurt. What I want to hear before we close out, I want to hear about this group of folks. Y'all all friends. Something that Izzy said every episode, I used to laugh at it because it just, every episode. He'd be like, yeah, so the next comedian I want to bring to the stage, I known him, I know 2-3 years. Every time. 2-3 years. And I'm telling you, they one of the funniest comedians After the 5th or 6th one, I was like, damn, nigga, is they all the funniest one you know?
Did you say about Tyler? I forget the last one.
He did say it about Tyler.
He recommended Tyler. I am going to put him on Front Street on that one.
Wait, goddamn.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You already know.
No, I'm saying that he said it about everybody.
Don't do it.
I know what you're about to do. Don't.
I can't do it.
Shoot
Let
that
me.
motherfucker crack.
Well, no. Let me ask my question.
Go ahead. Answer the question.
Let me ask. let me ask you this. Hold on. No, because this is a fair question. This is not the question you thought it was. Who was your favorite comedian from the show?
Who you asking?
All y'all. Who you can
Tyler.
start, Janelle? Tyler was your favorite? Tell us why. Who?
One Eye.
No.
One Eye had a great
Frog
last
was your
show.
favorite?
Frog
Tell us why. Tell us that story.
Because he bombed for 20 minutes straight. And I thought that was hilarious. He bombed with a camera.
And on everything I love, I was there. That's facts. That was a rough ride there.
I'm telling you, wait till y'all
Because
see
a bombing
it.
can
If
be
they
funny.
don't cut it out, they might have to
A bombing
cut
can
him
be
off.
funny.
It was so terrible.
Bombing can be funny, but it wasn't funny on that level. It was only funny for the people that actually saw that.
I'm about to say
So what you saying, because my question is legitimate, that wasn't your favorite one.
No.
Your favorite was One Eye. Let's pass it around. She was determined.
All right. That is not what we do. It is not. Every comic came and gave their performance.
I agree.
Some people want to be Kevin Hart. No one wants to follow a Kevin Hart, but everybody wants to go before a Kevin Hart. You know what I mean? Some folks are going to be funny to a certain crowd of people. Some folks are going to appeal to a certain
Tyler was
crowd of
first
people.
in that episode.
Yeah.
I was clarifying. No, I said this earlier. I thought that even in the people, I won't say no names, who had rough sets,
yes.
One thing was clear, and this is important for somebody who don't live in Pittsburgh to say this, right? Is everybody, for real, I'm not joking, everybody was a comedian. And that's a compliment. Every comedian bombs. Every single one at some point in their career. But even those folks, you can tell with the right audience, thinking about who is in front of them, they strong comedians, and everybody deserves a hand clap for that.
I want to say this. Tyler has had good sets before. Frog has definitely had good sets before. It happens. I bomb.
Right.
Shit.
Yeah,
Me too.
I forgot everything.
I never
Right.
bombed. I'm too anal.
Okay.
You just gonna make sure it's good.
I'm going to say something. I will fall on the floor and take
Now-
my wig off.
Now, when I first started, I bombed a few times when I first started. In my 10-year role, bombing is not an option. Now, I can tell myself where if I missed a joke or something, but the audience won't know that. I can tell where I had a great set where it's like, this set was a little off, but not bombing. My thing is, not even a shot to none of the comics that didn't do to the expectations that we was all looking for this episode 1. I think what happens sometimes, in all honesty, Lil might even could contest to this on some real shit. There's a lane for every comic, but every lane ain't for every comic.
That's real.
When we say this is Def Comedy Jam, you got comics like Tyler and not One Eye, but Tyler and them, and I'm not dogging them. That might have not been their lane, because everybody can't do that type of comedy with that energy that I'm gonna go all the way in, say stuff that people can relate to. Some people have more a Seinfeld type comedy where they got dry comedy. For a Def Comedy Jam, you bring a dry comedy, it's not gonna work. You gotta look at who your host is. And the host is gonna set it off out the gate. So if he gonna have energy, everybody after him has to have energy. And they don't have
Izzy
energy.
did say that everybody he introduced was one of the funniest people he knew.
Well, that's
So-
when he's high. Or you really take that in consideration, he's high.
Or he don't know a lot of people.
The last funniest person is y'all was the first
Everybody was
contact
funny.
before.
That's right.
You didn't see the tadpole. I ain't going to say his name.
remember
And be genuine. A lot of them were funny. Everybody on this panel right here, I think everybody did an amazing job.
Amazing job.
I had to give him One Eye, and this is true. I'm gonna keep as honest and gangster as possible with you. I seen you do a lot of sets. You had some decent sets, but that pot spot where you did 20 minutes, that's probably one of the best sets since I've known you I've ever seen. And that's why I kept in my head like that shit was amazing. That was funny.
Him giving him compliments.
That's right.
That's what we talking about.
Cause him and me had our rough patches. We passed all that. But at the end of the day, when it deals with comedy, all I ask for, cause I've hosted, I've managed, I've played so many different roles. If I do a show with anybody, if I'm hosting, featuring, all I ask for, if any show I want to start good to great, not this old stock market where he got the energy. Next comment like, Hey, how y'all doing? Da, da, da. You gotta have it consistent. We're doing if we're trying to do a Def Comedy Jam feel, it has to have Def Comedy Jam feel. You can't have Def Comedy Jam with a Seinfeld. That's not gonna mix.
Right.
So
Mediocre.
yeah. So it was some people that did their thing, held up to their talent. There was some that underachieved and maybe need to go back to the drawing board, work it out, or find a lane that worked for them and their art of comedy.
One I want to say something.
So you said who was our favorite?
Who's your favorite? Yeah.
I had a couple. Like all the women did great.
Oh, I love them.
All of them right here did great. From Sam to Janelle, Lillian, Crazy Kaylee. I was worried about her. That was a great call. I had a help number for you. Is their dad really touching her? I'm like, you know you're grown. You don't have to let him, Haley. Yes, that's what I was to say. That's a relationship. You're not molested. But the host set it off, like Elle said. The host really set it off.
No, you guys, I'll shut this up.
New voice. Hey, who else? Who was your favorite?
Well, I was my favorite.
I
was my favorite, but
ain't nobody gonna be more favorite than me to myself.
But to hear everybody like to get a chance. Thank you, Mr. Rock. Get a chance, and then I found out how to cast it from my phone to my TV. I thought it was the shit. I watched one episode with my son. Like I know her. It was your episode, Janelle. I said I'm gonna call her when she get done.
He congratulated me like I really did something.
Then when you didn't answer, you made me look bad in front of my son. Like she gonna call me back in a couple of days.
You don't know her.
That's how we get down.
Thank you, one.
Absolutely.
Oh, and just give you a little information because she said part of it, and I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I didn't promote us. Yeah. I'm the other member of, 2/3 of the 321 Connection.
Oh, word, okay.
So when it came to comedy, and like I said, I met all these interesting people on my journey in PA, and one lady who kind of brought me back to life because I really was about to chill out for a minute and just be a dad and do all that stuff. I met this lady because I ran into so much bogus shit here. I was like, I'm cool. I'm just going to do me. If I get booked out of town, cool. But for a PA, I'm cool. And I met her, and we've been rolling. I ended up managing, and then we formed a team, and we've been rolling ever since.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
Speaking of promotions, everybody go check out my OnlyFans. Captain Black Sparrow with my Black Pearl. Make sure you guys check out the Black Pearl. The Black Pearl. Right down the Black Pearl. Check the nigga out.
I don't know why they keep giving him the mic.
That's right.
But on a
We got a couple minutes. Let me get some final words. Absolutely.
No, just I understand. I hear we're hearing all this, and Pittsburgh has been good as Pittsburgh is getting. First of all, one thing I have to say, if you're not going to work your talent, if you're not going to work it, it's not going to be a good for you. If you're looking for somebody to accept who you are and what you got to say, if you've not accepted it for yourself, you have bombed. So any comic in here or out there that says they've never bombed or I don't bomb anymore, you will always run into an audience where some portion of that audience don't care for you. So if you're concerned about bombing and all that, then you don't believe in yourself. So even if the comics that went through episodes 1 through 6 and you didn't like this one and this one had 20 minutes of just stupid material, that person still got up there and did what they had to do and believed in themselves. So whether they gonna make the money you gonna make, there's enough money to be made by everybody. So however that person makes their money, I'ma still make mine. So it just, I have to congratulate everybody. I don't care how good or bad that you were. I have to congratulate everybody because you still took a chance on yourself.
I'm with you.
So that's all I had to
Take
say.
a chance on the OnlyFans.
I didn't want to say that, you know, I hear Al Boogie and I know that because he's coming from another, but Pittsburgh's been good to me. West Virginia's been good to me. Texas has been good to me. Like I've been to Johannesburg, I've been to London. They have all been good to me. So I can't say, and I'm not saying that everybody in Pittsburgh has accepted me. That's totally different. But Pittsburgh's been good to me. So I can't let my down in my city go out like that. Because it's really been good to me. So that's all I got to say. And plus, I think we should end up on a positive note. Because somebody at home, when they see this, is going to be crying. And somebody's phone is going to be ringing. And
Ain't gonna be mine. I got my number. Don't say shit.
It might be mine from the OnlyFans.
Right?
See, that's good, but that's not what I was promoting. That you got to be careful.
I love it. I love it. I think that's our time. Listen, thank you for joining us for the Rock Comedy Season 1 reunion. You just heard from some of the comedians that performed this season. We'll be back for Season 2. You'll hear from some of these again. You'll hear from some new folks. Pittsburgh has a great comedy scene. Stay in touch with us. Follow everybody's social media that came across the screen, and we'll see you in Season 2. Y'all have a good night.